People that want to make money will be on the scene. If they don't want to make, if people don't
Do you
want
guys
to
have
make
a
money,
team name?
team money.
Team Money and Team Power.
Team money, cool. Team money in it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys, so that's the end of this segment. So I would like to call on the representatives from Team Money and Team Power to come up and share your points. So Team Money on this side. Team Power. Lexi. Tell Lexi to come up here.
They're free.
Lexi, you're up there. Yeah, Lexi, you're up. Lexi, you're up.
Also use your own experience.
Huh? No, one has to go up.
She's not coming.
Choose enough, it's okay.
Okay, cool. So. Okay. Okay, so what team would like to go first?
I would like to go first.
Okay, so gonna give it to Team Money first to start with their points. Then once you're done with your just pass the mic around.
Okay.
Once you're done with your points, then we'll pass on to Team Power. Can they interject?
Question.
Okay, cool.
I have a question. Is there like an ultimate judge that's going to decide the winning team? Is it you?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. And then you pass it. Okay. Good evening, Nugent. Good evening, Pastor Hannah, Pastor Tafara. We are the representatives of Team Money, and we are here, thank you very much, we are here to debate why money is more important than power. So, in this day and age, because anyone can think with ideas, anyone can think hypothetical, but in this day and age, we need to think realistic. And realistically, in this life, there is not really one living person in this world that has an amount of power to influence a nation that doesn't have money to back it with. Because in order for your power to become efficient, in order for your power to become effective, you need to put in certain funds to make those ideas realistic or realistical. For example, there's different reality. Thank you.
You're not a team.
Realistic. For example, there's different types of power people can have. People can have power through the tongue. People can have power via strength and all these kind of things. But in order to make it effective, you need to have funds. For example, if someone with power that has power through the tongue, for example, if you want to talk the prime minister or the president, they need to have certain they have to have certain facilities such as money in order to make their points realistic. For example, President Trump wants to bring down a part of the White House and turn it into a ball. And he is now saying, most people will think the history that the White House has, right, and the history that to this day that is carried, right, it will be impossible. It will be a very foolish thing to do. But the fact that he's told the nation that it's going to bring millions, if not trillions, into America is one of the only reasons why people are not disputing it or why people are allowing it to happen. Because if it wasn't to bring anything, it would be pointless. I'll bring my next spokesperson.
I would like to say that each person speaking has 30 seconds.
Thank you.
You can't do that now.
That's not very nice.
You can't do that now. He's
That's
already
very bad.
started.
We can't finish 5 minutes. We should have timed that.
Okay.
You spoke for 4 minutes. You cannot.
So one-on-one?
Yeah, let them go.
That's up to you. No, I'll go last. Okay, cool. Good evening, everyone. Yes, my name is Lee. I'm here to show everyone why power is most definitely more valuable than money. The first question I have to say is, was Jesus wealthy? Was he? Financially? moving past, moving past your answer. No, moving past your answer. Now, moving past. You can't interject. You can't interject. No, you can't interject. You can't interject. My original point is, he said that you need some sort of funds to put into places for you to have some sort of influence and power among people. Definitely, I don't believe that's true. Dating back to people in the Bible, a lot of them, they weren't rich, but someone like Jesus, he had a lot of influence and power over people's lives, most definitely able to change a lot of people's lives. Therefore, your point is absolutely invalid. Absolutely invalid. But yeah, but most definitely a lot of people that are in a lot of high places and stuff like that, they do have power. Of course, they have funds and stuff like that. But just because of that, yeah, a lot of the power that they have, a lot of the influence that a lot of people have, it's not just due to them having money. They have some sort of value that puts them in certain positions that ends up getting them the type of money that they need. A lot of people started out with no money. They ended up doing something that ended up generating the money that they have. But like the power, the influence that they had is what put them in those type of rooms so that they end up getting paid. Yeah, that's as simple as it is, to be fair.
Thank you. I do think some of the points that you raised were quite powerful. I really enjoyed them. No, genuinely, I'm actually being genuine. I'm being genuine. I'm being genuine. But I think one of the things I do want to touch on, you spoke about Jesus, right? And you said that, oh, was he wealthy? But regardless, the reason why the legacy lives on is because money was put into that mission. Without the money being put into that, we wouldn't be talking about Jesus right now. If there was no Bibles, for example, we wouldn't even know how to talk about Jesus. How do you know Jesus is without money? So money is still very much important. On top of that as well, what I do want to say is that power is temporary, because if you're a prime minister, for example, like say Trump, after his term is finished, that power that he has is no longer there. But the money can allow that power to kind of live on and live further. So, for example, if I'm in power and I invest into a business, I'm making that money go further. The money's not going to go anywhere. It's probably going to grow, or I might lose it. But with power, once you've lost power, that's it. It's gone. So that's all from me. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. The reason I think power is more important than money, and you said that someone can't lead a nation or like create something good out of just power. But that's the whole reason that we're all stood here right now and having this conversation. Everyone here, there's managers, there's accountants, there's traders, there's a DJ. I think that just speaks for itself. Even with all of us that were here that were brought in by power, everything was served by power, and everyone here has just been given a piece of that power. So even some of the rooms I've been in and the successful things I've done along my journey at this point is not because of how much of what the number is in my bank account. It's because of the power I've been given and the power with the people around me.
You want me to go?
Are you going to respond to what he said?
I can respond to what you said. A very good point in response to what you said, and I agree. No, I know. We have a response to what you said. We have a response to what you said. No, let me land. Because, as you said, with PT, but I have evidence that backs it. And if you want to, because we're able to show where we got evidence from, right? If you go into one of his latest Instagram posts, he said, in order to help the people, you need 3 things in life. 1 being God, 1 being purpose, and 1 being money, which is what he said. No, but that's what he said. But that's what he said, though. That's what he said. No, but that's what he said. It's because because you're interjecting. Because it's not what, it's not, yeah, thank you. People are talking over me. People are. He didn't start. Wait.
It's not even his turn.
All right, so we've had like valid points as to why money is important. No, power is important, but we think money is important because you might have an idea or a project or anything you want to achieve, but you need funds as well to make it happen. You can have the brightest idea in the world, and without money, it will never happen. And for that matter, we think you need money to be able to achieve anything which has like a start. And by saying this, I think money is important in the States. Even if you have power and there's no money, you're powerless.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Adam, and I'm gonna be speaking about power. I just want to say that money can run out, but power can be like sustained. And like just going onto that, like let's say I'm starting a business or something. Without the right ideas, without the correct like powerful ideas, the money that's being invested in said project is gonna run out, and then you come out with nothing. But like with me, let's say like with my ideas that I want to do with my brand or reach out to people, because I have power, I can give other people power to then, with that power, create money and create something for myself that will generate even more money. But if I don't have like the money, but if I have the money but no power, I'm just gonna invest into said project and have nothing to show for it. But yeah, that's my point.
Are we answering it now?
This one has bias.
Are we answering it? Are we answering it now? Okay, so actually we'll use the room to determine the winners for this round. So
I think that's right.
Wait, but that wasn't the same.
No, I think it's fair.
let me discuss with Pastor Tafara. Okay, cool. So based on no, it's not biased, but based on this round, just because of how clear the points were relayed to everyone in the room and the team, and how maybe I do agree with most of the points that they have made as well. So I'm gonna go with Team Power for this round. But
People don't want to be wealthy in this life. They don't want to make money.
But that's just round one. We do have one more round, so you guys can all have your seats. Thank you so much. So exactly, so you can rotate it. But so the next question is, or the next notion is education still important in today's day and age? So do we think that people still need to go through the education system, university, secondary school, things like that? Do we think it's still very important in today's day and age? So, yeah, go ahead.
I just asked a question. So the clear actual message is that is the means in order to be educated still important? Because you said university, schools, not actually educate yourself. Just the means.
So what other form of education are you talking about?
No, like people can be educated from home, people can get advice, this, that, and the other. That's also being educated.
So the institutions, yeah, so university are those type of things, like do you still need those things in today's age to get to where you need to go to? So are those things, I can see Team Power already discussing, but yeah. But yeah, so this team will be for education. And okay, sorry. But they said they don't. Well, I was like, switch. There's no switch. Because I gave them power before. Yeah, there's actually no switching. Because you guys got money. You guys got money before.
Before you asked, is power more than money? You said that Team Power and then we're Team Money.
Yeah, but
now
money is a good. Money's a good song.
You said full power against power. So now it has to be full education against education.
No, there was no against.
No, you said
It was money
power
versus power.
more than money.
No, it was just no, sorry guys. Just to clarify, the first notion was just money versus power. Is money? Is money better than power? So that was the first notion. But on this occasion, there is a for and against. This is correct. So you guys are for. So you guys even had a better hand in the first round. So you were for money. So this side is okay, guys. So this side is for education, and this side is against education. Yeah. That's okay. I feel so attacked by this team now. It's a lot of hostility. Hush, can you go to that team? Can you go to that team? They need one more person. Wait, how many? 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you guys have. They have. Yeah, Emmanuel's part of this team. Okay. And this team has 7. Yeah, you're fine. No, you're fine over there.
Many people are going to say, I got a job. And most like, people are looking for just through experience and through this kind of stuff here. But with that experience, there are certain details of information that you won't get through experience because many people take this
I've never needed to be in that type of environment. And like, I thought there was something wrong with me, yeah, because I have ADHD. So all the time, when I'm in class, yeah, I was always just detention X. So I'm thinking, oh no, damn, I'm just gonna fail the real life. But what my teachers are saying,
No, 7.
7 where?
He's not part of a team.
So why is he listening?
Okay. So you're against the education system being important in today's day and age. So therefore, being needed, being a necessity. Yeah? You got, yeah? Okay, cool. You're against it. Huh? Yeah, most of it, but not all of it.
Now we need proper like strong points. No, I'm saying, but we need to actually like. I'm saying, if you want to speak about it, you want to be the
Baseless.
That didn't finish uni or never attended Bill Gates, top 10 list, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Larry Ellison, Richard Branson, Henry Ford, Ralph Lauren, Disney left school at 16, Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z, Ron James, David Geffen.
Is there anyone before the age of like
Me, left at 16, and then so many people never done further education after 16. The founder of IKEA never went uni. Yeah, as I said, he left school at 16, Richard Branson.
basic foundation.
you need some form of entry education to add
The
structure.
question focused on, right, was like further education.
And the key part in that is if it's relevant in this day and age.
Yes. It didn't say further education. This day and age, now that's
Okay, but then no, because we have a world of now it's all on education is everything. You can flow on
There's streamer university.
See what I'm saying?
That's my one point, man. That's my one point.
The world's changing.
Like a streamer, a content creator has literally made his own university for people that do nothing to do with
Pricing out,
education.
innit?
Yeah, literally, to do nothing to do with education. That's a
Just off of Pastor Ryan's point, if you notice that pattern, a lot of business owners are the ones that kind of failed in school or didn't do well, but they have the ability to employ the right minds that know how to run the system.
the skills you can't be taught.
Do you get what I'm saying?
More in your life than you done school when you was
Yeah.
Because of the real life experience.
Yeah.
There's only so much.
What GCSE? It was a business GCSE, and that's it. I got ungradables and everything else. I didn't even go to secondary school for year 10.
So
And
it
I went
says,
to college for 6 months and then dropped out.
Do you think education cuts people as well?
Yes, it does.
Of course, curriculum. You
In this day and age,
You see
it
how
does.
people that odd ones out, right? And they'd be like, I want you to be more like him, the kid that sat there in the middle like this. And I think he's not the good kid. You fucked him up.
Do you know why? You got to weigh up apprenticeships versus uni. People are taking more apprenticeship routes compared to university. Why that system is failing?
Apprenticeship's more practical.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's minimal risk. Like you ain't getting the £9,000 there or whatever. This one is a quick little something, and you're getting paid to learn and work, even if it's a £200, £1K, whatever it is that they pay apprenticeships.
so many high income skills don't actually require school, such as coding, digital marketing, sales, content creation, graphic design, trading, real estate, entrepreneurship. None of these actually
So
require
everything
a
that's not 9 to
degree.
5.
Exactly. That's my
Yeah.
whole thing.
You know what
Like,
I'm saying?
a content
So that's why I
creator.
say, that's why I asked the question was, do you think education caps you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of shaping you to becoming a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It does, it
Yeah.
does. Why do you think you have uniforms? They do it so you get used to having to put something on every day just to go and work at Nando's or McDonald's or
Like
IKEA
I get
or
the
Tesco.
I get the theory and the thinking behind it because it does initially set you up or give you the basic skills.
Yeah,
but there's
that's
certain
the
skills that
cover-up. We've got
education
over it.
system
That's what
won't
they've
actually
said, so
teach
you
you.
don't look deeper into it. They said this is what it's for. Just believe us. It's not. They know what it's for. And they know what
But
it
remember,
does.
the key part is this day and age. I don't think it's relevant for this day and age, but you need a structure to know how to wake up on time, do your tie, get to school on time, abide by rules, and if you don't, detention. I was in detention a lot, so you know what I'm saying? You need those things, as a human.
It says schools focus on memorizing information, not creating new ideas. So example of this in leadership roles like social work or ministry, whatever, emotional intelligence, vision and influence matter more than the grades. Like no one's going to be asking the world greatest leaders, what was your grade? No, but what's your vision? That's more important. Like what do you stand for? What do you believe in?
The guy that created the education system, you know what the first thing he said when he went up and stood and talked about the education system? He said he doesn't want a generation of thinkers.
Already that's capping you, isn't it?
The whole reason of it is for you to be conformed, and when you get out, you're so familiar with it, like, oh, I've done this in my life, I know what I need to do.
Yeah.
And you just get worse and worse and worse.
I don't know if you've
You
seen
know how
those.
many people that work a 9 to 5 literally have
Okay, we
like
have 5
80
more
years of their
minutes
life
for
but
this
only
segment.
live on the weekends?
Yeah, no.
They don't even get 7 days a week.
Like it sounds like because like even like I came from my shift chair, or like ever since I started this content like creation, my whole mindset has shifted. I'm just like raw, like I'm actually coming to work every day to just do what I've been told to do, and why can't I do what I want to do myself? Like I even had like a conversation with my manager today, just trying to like make myself available and free, and she was like, no, you can't do that. But then I was like, why? Like, just why? And I was just like, I'm like, because I started working there when I was 17, so I've been there for like 2.5 years. So I'm just there like, bro, I'm trying to live my life and actually live, because I've seen that I actually can, and so many people believe on my platform that I actually can do what I set myself up to do. So why can't I go and do it? Why do I need to be stuck in a 9 to 5 in order to make money?
Yeah. There was this image that I always used to, I think one of the leaders had said this a few years ago, and it was
that are really creative or whatever. But I think it's important to. I think it's yeah, but I think it's very important to show that look, education, because you can't dismiss education.
Of course not. Yeah. Or you can't dismiss it.
Dismiss education.
There's other forms.
But there's other forms of education. However, for you to, like you said, rightfully so, and it's good to show that we're relevant with the times, that China has banned people from actually, if you can even find that article, that would be great. No, I promise you.
You don't want us to use it.
Knowledge nation.
She's going up this time. You say that. She's
On
not
top
going
of
up.
what you're saying as well, yeah, like you said, like I feel like education is the primary phase. Like, at the end of the day, and I'll give you a prime example. Yeah, like a lot of Jamaican elders, they didn't get taught like even basic reading and writing. Education is a universal language. You get what I mean? Down to learn how to speak, certain things, traits, learn your senses from a baby. You're educated in a way that you can develop. And I use the term, I know a lot, I've worked in the Caribbean industry, food especially, and a lot of them can't read or write, but they learn how to remember words. But to go and write something now or purchase an order or whatever, they can't. So there's a certain, like Faith was saying, a certain step they can go to because they don't have the fundamental skills to go to the next stage. And education, I guess, is the one that the thing that gets you to that point.
No. Close your eye.
Oh, my eyes.
Goodbye.
I think one of the things I'd also add.
Okay, Adi, let's
Oh, is it? Oh,
I might
Is
not
it?
be biased. I think obviously because we're debating, you have to also think what the other team is potentially going to say. Like, one of the biggest things.
We'll talk about the
They're gonna use Mark
trading.
No, they're going to start naming it.
Yeah,
They're going to start
trading
naming
all this stuff.
And you also, because you know,
the different people.
I was going to say, because what they're going to do to counter that is that they're going to show the people, the successful people that made success out of education. However, one, success is relative. That's one. Two, if you look at all of these people, like for example, Mark Zuckerberg, he was a dropout, but he was in education. So all of these,
They never found a passion in order to create a
it's not what I was
success
gonna
out
say.
of
Let him land.
Yes, I do. But I think
What team are you on now?
no, he was the code, but it's one of them ones that it's showing them that yes, as much as good as they are entrepreneurs and they've done their thing or whatever.
They use
however,
fundamentals of education to get there.
They were at one stage formal education.
Well, like they say, you're only as good as what you know. So if you're not aware of something or you don't have a knowledge of something, you can only do so much. Like they say, knowledge is power. If you're not aware of certain things or you haven't got unless you have had an experience, but again, someone had to learn. Well, not learn, but even experience can only get you so far because experience is like, it's not.
And then if you even want to go further, bringing it closer to home in London, exactly what Peter's been saying, leaders go back to school.
It's true.
Because,
Because it's also a point of like, it's like a profile in yourself. People that if you go to a job, you're like, oh yeah, I've had experience. Like, okay, let's say you want to work for a construction company. You're like, oh yeah, I worked with my dad on a construction site for this like 3 months. So I know what the tools can do. I know how to like do this, that, and the other. But someone now says, okay, I went to primary school. I went to University of Oxford. I got my first class degree in this, and with this, I've applied. Like, you're making a profile for yourself. It brings you. It makes the likability increases.
Please begin to gather your points. And please select your spokespeople for this segment. And again, this is the last round. So from each team, if you can start to come out, all your spokespeople.
Yes, please.
You can have repeat speakers. Lexi, I would like to see you up here as well. No, it's not even going around. What then? Okay. So again, I will just read out the notion. So for this segment, the notion is the education system important in this day and age? So is it beneficial? Do we think that it is useful in this day and age? What team would like to go first? Okay. You can go first. Okay, cool. So just remember to pass the mic around as you're speaking, and it is 1v1. So as you speak, then the next someone from this team will then counter it or just give a response. Okay.
How long do we have each time?
You have 30 seconds.
Are you timing it, sorry? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'd like to see that.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm for against the education system. I'm just gonna speak on my piece, personally, or from my personal experience. So my year was the first year to do GCSEs after COVID, right? So a lot of people wasn't prepared, and they ended up failing, me included. But I'm still able to do a lot of things that people in education aren't. So, for example, my friends are in uni. Some are struggling with meals. They can't really eat. They don't really have social skills. Like in school, you don't really learn how to socialize. You're only defined by your grades. So let's say if you get 9s or something, yeah, cool, you're calm. But if you're failing, then it's it just affects your mental health, innit? But that's another thing. The education system is just really bad on your mental health. But
That's time though.
no, wait. Cool. However, I haven't. Okay, so I went to college, but I'm not even using that course because I dropped out. But I'm still I'm still able to do things without education that people in education are doing. Yeah, that's my point, essentially.
So you said you went to college and you're not using it?
No. As in, I dropped out.
Okay. Nice. All right. All right, no worries then. That's fine. That's okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Pastor Tafara. Good evening, Pastor. Good evening, Pastor. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay.
It's proper conduct.
Okay, no problem, sir. It's okay, sir.
When you've done 5 minutes.
So, as I allow my 30 seconds to speak on my point why we believe, thank you, sir, why we believe why education it is important to have a level of education. So, with basic, if we want to speak on our personal lives, the basic fundamentals that we have, which is being able to write, being able to punctuate, articulate our words properly, and being able to speak, is through a basic level of education, which was nursery and primary school, right? There's many people.
Sorry, speak.
There's many people that would say that it's not true, that they could have learned from their mum, could have learned from their dad. But there are certain details. For example, your phonics, you will learn through primary school. And there's certain things like learn how to hold a pen correctly and just use that cursive writing. There's different writing styles. Your parents wouldn't have actually taught you. You know, you will learn from certain teachers, which also went through education in order to teach you those fundamentals as well. Because I know there's people in this room that can say that it's false, but they will, if you ask them, where did you learn to write like that? You'll say, oh, where did you learn to speak like that? They wouldn't say they were taught by their mum and dad. They said they went to school to learn that. So that's my 30 seconds.
Wow. Sorry, we're so sorry. It's classic, but it's okay.
First word, redundancy. That's the first thing. First thing I have to say, most definitely, the university system, the school system, secondary school system, failing, absolutely failing. 1,000,000% there's skills that you can be taught outside of school that people can't be taught inside of school. They don't teach, they don't care to. That's a huge thing, they don't care to. Another thing that I'm here to talk about, in further education, because that's what we were taught, that's what we were told the question was, mainly regarding further education. Is it a necessity? No. Average student loan debt upon graduation in the UK is around 53,000. That is a salary that people that graduate uni don't actually get. Bar that, the fact that loan repayments are struggling, sales, especially high ticket sales, typically earning between 60 and 200,000 pounds sterling. Failing, absolutely failing. Cybersecurity, another job that you don't actually need. A job that you get. No, I'm saying a job that you get, but you don't need the skills by having a degree in. Another thing as well, software engineering. Bar that. A content creator created Streamer University. The fact that a content creator is able to create his own university to put other people in higher positions with more money than people that have gone to further education. Yeah, I'll be real, that says a lot. That says a lot. A lot of people there, they're doing that. Yeah. No, it's someone else's go.
So university is not formal education. So what do they do in the university? They don't educate people to stream. Like, people to teach people a platform to stream. It's not. They don't learn nothing. No. A huge content creator just comes to give people a platform to stream. You don't learn to stream.
Okay, so we'll let the next team come to it.
Thank you for your points today. Thank you very much. Education, definition. The process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially at school or university. I just want to hone in on the process of receiving or giving systematic instruction. So you were talking about streamers university, right? Is that not a way of giving systematic instruction? What you've been saying hasn't been backed with facts. What you've been saying hasn't been backed with facts in the sense of you said that people are end up in 50k worth of debt, but it is a statistic. However, it depends on the job roles that they're going for, and it depends on the jobs that they're going for. It depends on the courses that they're going for. In actual fact, that's the thing. If that is there, however, that is there. However, everyone is in debt. Welcome to 2025. Welcome to 2025. Welcome to 2025. After education, let me even show you this. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you will be in debt to invest in your business. So whether you decide to go down the educational route or the yes, sir. Thank you very much. Let's check your book, sir. Let's check your book, sir. Yeah. Let's check your book, sir. What is it? What is it?
Okay, guys.
So you want to take the previous system and then overlay it with your system. Streamers University. Unbelievable what's happening here. Guys, stop the match, honestly. Stop this debate. Honestly, stop it right now. Drop it.
Okay, I am gonna pass the mic to Emmanuel at a point, but because he does have something to say, but I'm gonna pass to Boris. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Personally, personally, I think the education system is a setup for people just to work, and it caps a lot of people. And I feel like education is not fully needed. Why? Because TikTok has taken over as an educational platform to me personally. So I think everyone's looking into TikTok and finding that, okay, if I'm struggling with education, this is the way out. And I think the way out, which is TikTok currently, is working for most people. A lot of young people coming up, they're looking at TikTok, they're not looking at the teacher. So like I said, I think the educational system, especially from college going up, I personally, it's definitely not needed, because there's a lot of, like I said, business owners out there that didn't go to uni or college and are successful today. And secondly, there's many. Yeah. So, there's a lot of people. There's Steve Jobs, didn't go college, didn't go uni, didn't go. It's not research. So, Mark Zuckerberg, so Bill Gates. No, further education. I think it's further education. Yeah, it's further education. It is. Because
Mark Zuckerberg attended Academy and later enrolled at Harvard University when he studied computer science and Facebook.
No. I'm saying, what I'm saying is. All right.
He still had the educational
So that's fine. Like I said, there's a lot of people that done courses or whatever they've done in college, university, and I don't think personally it's helped them where they're at today, whether they're successful, which most are, they're successful today not because they went uni or college. Personally, I think it's because they just found their dreams. And I personally, okay, I didn't go to university, I didn't go to college. I'm a business owner today. I did not use college at all. I didn't use university. I'm giving people contracts because. Okay, a lot of people. Okay, wait. A lot of people. Okay. I don't have to read the white. How about that? I don't have to read the white. How about that? No, but no. I don't. Yeah. No, we're talking about. No, I'm saying I'm an example of someone that's dropped out. No, I dropped out. I got kicked out. Okay, you're not even listening. I got kicked out of secondary school. I didn't go college. I didn't go university. No, but we're talking about higher education. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Is college and university useful? It's useful. Personally, it's not useful.
I will emphasize the point again because when Mark Zuckerberg was mentioned, you said he still went to uni. So it's not if they go to uni, it's if the education system in today's age is useful, if it's beneficial in today's age.
We're moving the goal, but Mark Zuckerberg, he does stuff that he likes. No, but he realized the reason why he left.
So I'm gonna go to Emmanuel quickly.
Evening, guys. I will start quickly by a citation of one of the best presidents, Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon, let me start my point, thank you. Which we can use to change the world. Okay, from that, everything will come from our brain because basically it's ChatGPT. Even if you drop for the normal education, you find enough education by yourself. Like you find self-education. You can't avoid education because even if you find that system is fine, it's not that good. You will find another system, if official or unofficial, is a type of education. Is that when you let me finish. Even when you cross the road. Mainly because people have that education, you need to cross the road when it's green light, you cross when it's green light, when it's red, you don't cross. So that's kind of education. Without that education, you can have some expression. I didn't say like it's a main road, but it's like one of the template. If you don't use the template, you can be good, but you don't be fine like 50% of the time. And that 50% is better to have a 50% of the template to actually work, and you can be evolved.
So basically, Emmanuel was just saying that. No, I'm just adding to it. I'm adding to it. Emmanuel's basically saying that regardless of if you go to education, if you lose a miseducation or not, you're still going to need some form of education at some point in life. Okay.
Wait. But okay, sorry. Amazing point, nice story. Let's now link it back to the main points. Let's now link it back to the main point. No, link it back to the main point. Is education relevant in today's society? Is it a necessity in today's society? Just wait. The system of education, we mentioned primary school, secondary school, college and university. Yeah, we mentioned those type of things. I'm now saying, my main point was that a content creator literally made his own university. That's put him in a better position than other people. He doesn't teach anything. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of it. Making videos in your bedroom, you don't learn that in school. Go ahead. Cheers, thank you very much. Just announce.
Okay, so that was a very strong segment, just like the first one. Okay. Based on facts and real life examples, although both teams have made very strong points, I love Emmanuel's point. But one thing that Boris mentioned also, which I have to hone in on, is that people are no longer looking at teachers; they're looking at TikTok now, which is relevant. So on that basis, the winners for this round is this team. Don't be sad. Okay. Okay, we are going to wrap up this segment. There will be more. We are going to continue setting up more debate centers with using our Mondays as debate centers, mainly because, like we said, one of our major points that we're trying to tackle as ENG is youth disengagement. And we're trying to do that through education. And the most powerful thing that we learned today is education, isn't it? Yes. So what we're going to keep doing is having more debate centers, more platforms like this where we can discuss serious points and meaningful points, and make sure to bring other people down as well, other friends that you feel like will have good things to add to segments like this. I am going to pass the mic on to Pastor Tafara and for the next segment. Thank you all.
Good evening, ENG, are you in the building? ENG? Okay, what an interesting time we've had this evening. I think all the way from the introduction from Pastor Jennifer, letting us know what's happened over the last few weeks. My job is very, very simple. I'm going to round up today's debate center. I think because that's calling me biased, I was neutral the whole time. But it just happens to be normally where I'm sat is where the winners are. I don't know. So that's why I tried to come sit on this side for a few minutes. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah. But next time I'll be with you guys. Don't worry. I'll be with you. I'll be with you. But like Pastor Hannah said, like I said, my job is very simple. I'm just closing today's debate night. Like Pastor Hannah said, as ENG community, if you're here for the first time, second time, third time, you're still wondering what this is a community of young people, but a community, everyone is young, but a community of young people in East London. And what we've decided to do is to actually tackle various problems within East London. And what we aim to do is to actually spread the solutions that we come up with across the whole of London City. So when we do things like today, like Pastor Hannah said, that our key focus was actually tackling what we call education disengagement. Because what we realized is that, as you've heard from the winning team, that education is no longer important, which actually is a problem because that's how a lot of young people feel. And unfortunately, we live in a society where education is important. So what's happening is in schools, young people are going to school, and because they don't feel like it's important, they're not engaging in class. And that lack of engagement normally leads them to be expelled, or these kind of things. And like Adam was saying, it will make you feel like you can't amount to success because the system is telling you that no, you are being expelled. When actually, what Adam was looking for was another way of expressing himself. So what we're doing as ENG community, setting up solutions like these that we can actually use to further find new people. If we didn't have today, we would have never known. What's your name again? Lee. That Lee is a politician. Because as I was hearing him speak, I thought this man can actually be in House of Parliament. But without settings and environments like these, he would never know that he has that kind of a skill. So what we're doing as ENG, we're actually setting up environments where young people can come into a place, an environment like this, and they can actually find the skill that is hidden inside of them. Because everyone in the world has a skill that God has deposited in them. And the issue is the systems that we have, whether it be the education system or whether it be the employment system, doesn't allow people to discover the true nature that they have been gifted. You know, if it wasn't for an environment like this, I would have never known that I have the ability to speak. I'm a good speaker, right? I mean, I'm engaging. I'm engaging. I would have never known. I would have never known I'm funny, right? But and Pastor Boris would have never known that he's a business owner. He would have never known that inside of him is a whole company that can employ hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah. But it took a Pastor Boris coming to a night like this and engaging to nights like these to actually discover that later on down the line, he actually has a business called the Elite Services inside of him. And what that business will actually begin to do, not only will it serve him, because otherwise, him being in the school system, they would have told him that, because he said he was expelled, they would have told him that you're going to be a failure. When actually, what God has in mind for a Pastor Boris is that he's going to be the largest recruiter in the logistics space. He's going to be the biggest logistics, what do you call it? Czar, because I think that's what PT's been saying. Czars, the biggest logistics czar. But what first got him to think like that is a word. You know, as much as we're providing opportunities like jobs, as much as we're opening doors for people, the first opportunity that we're presenting to people is the opportunity called the word. Because that was the one thing in common that we all heard that began to unlock. I was speaking to someone earlier today, and I was saying, yes, it's great to have mentors in the world. It's great to know people that can open doors for you. But I was saying, you see, what we get from the word, from hearing from a PT, is an open mind. Because an open door is one thing, because it just gets you into, as you were saying, you know, because we won that debate as well, the power one. You know, you. No, because I'm not going to say that we lost it. Wait, yeah, I'm a winner now. I'm a winner. Is there any winners in the building? Okay, because I'm not going to say we lost it. Get me outside. It's not my brand. It's not my brand. It's not my brand. So like we were saying, what power was able to do was able to open door. You know, you encounter somebody, and being on their platform has enabled you for other brands to now pop up to you and say, we want to work with you. That's open door, right? But there is another power that comes from hearing the word that opens your mind to actually believe and see that there is more you can achieve. So you might now think that you can create a sports podcast, but actually when you hear the word, it opens your mind to the point where you can actually begin to dream and believe that you can run the whole sports world. the power that the word gives every single one of us here. So I think I've got one scripture this evening from Pastor Faith, and I'll just use it because I know I'll use it. Yeah, I was thinking, I wasn't sure, but I'll use it though.
It's John 8:12.
And you know, he was trying to catch a fish. What Jesus came to him and said is, follow me and I will make you. He didn't actually first focus on teaching him how to fish. He actually first spoke about like you were saying, the power of speaking. He gave him a word. He said, follow me, and as I speak, your mind will open. So like I'm trying to say this evening, it's actually in the words that you hear that your whole life will begin to change. Your whole ability to think will begin to expand. Like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that PT came and spoke to us, I would have never thought that I would be able to actually impact thousands of young people in East London. You know, looking at my background, looking at where I come from, there's only so far I can see. But you see, there is a word that speaks. There is a word that unlocks something hidden inside of us. The ability that God has deposited that will allow us to save a generation, because every single skill that we all have is actually to better the next person. So as Adam was speaking and was saying that he wants to create a platform, and by him having his platform, he will give power to other people to actually believe that they can also do. As Lee begins to get into whatever he wants to do, yes, you're going to be successful, but it's also understanding that in you becoming successful, another generation of young people can dream that there was a Lee that his life was looking like this, he was at this club and then this happened, but he heard a word that unlocked a different kind of potential in him and that made him this global star. So in us being successful, we're actually giving a hope to a generation of young people. Because what we're supposed to be is we're supposed to be ambassadors. We're supposed to be ambassadors that young people can look up to now. Because like we said, when people are in school, they're in education, and they're hearing their teachers speak, their teachers, they're not inspiring. When you're hearing your business management teacher teaching, or you're hearing your PE teacher, or you're hearing your sports teacher speaking, there's no iota, there's no reason that you're gonna want to do the things that they do. But you see, if you and I become successful and we begin to speak on our platforms, young people would rather choose this success. Because what looks enticing or what looks entertaining at the moment is a certain type of people. It looks like that you have to go and do all manner of things to be successful. It looks like you have to take the path of the streets, when actually there is young people in this room today that can actually be the new face of hope. So that's simply what I've come up to say to you this evening as we round up the debate session. What we want to do is actually turn this debate session into a 500 people debate room. We actually want to say that because we built a strong debate platform, and it's not every single week that we're going to debate. We're on our MES campaign, which is our we're on the Keep the Dream Alive campaign, and we're using one of the tools that PT has given us called MES, which is music, education, and sport, or music, entertainment, and sport. Music, education, and sport is one of the two. So every single week we're picking a topic, we're picking an area of endeavor. So the 2 weeks ago we had our social, and that social was simply targeted at tackling youth violence, creating a safe space, a safe environment for young people to come and connect. And then the week before that we had our open mic, creating a space for up-and-coming musicians, people that want to get into the music space, for them to come and express and show their talent. So if you have an area or something that you would like us to see, or you would like us to do, because you're all a part of us, you let us know this is what I think will be best next. Because there is young people that are interested in this. When you was talking about Streamers Academy, that's something that we're looking to do. A space having computers, laptops everywhere. And we're just setting up on TikTok. Even me, I'll be twitching. I won't be twitching, but I'll be on Twitch. I'll be on Twitch because Twitch suggests something crazy. Myself, Pastor Boris, Adam Lee, this is what the ENG community is. And we just want to expand this room for the debate. nights, what we actually eventually want to do is we want to have made so much noise, made so much impact that we're actually doing our own debate in House of Parliament. And we're debating the things in our community. We're looking at the problems in our community and we're taking it to House of Parliament and we're debating. We're saying that this is what young people want, because we can't allow people that don't know what we're going through to debate. We can't allow people that don't know our upbringing, that don't know the pathways that we've treaded, to actually create policies on the things that they've not experienced. Me and you, we've experienced it. They can't make policy for gang violence. They can't make policy for education because they haven't gone through the problems that we have. But what we're saying is we're going to create a strong platform from this here, ENG, where this evening on a Monday night, we're saying that this is the seed for that. So we're saying by next year that we want to have taken ENG to House of Parliament and we want to have debated 3 or 4 topics that we're passionate about. And we're going to be taking people from the community, people that not necessarily would have even had the chance to go there, and we're going to take them there. And the only way, and the reason why we're going to take them there is because we have a word. We have a PT that is strong and that has been fighting for the last 20 years on the issues of young people. PT has been holding the flag of low socio-economic background for the last 20 years, and he's been taking us from wherever we were coming from to all manner of heights. And if we're going to really celebrate a PT, yes, we can say happy birthday. Yes, we can dance in, what's this place that we was in? What's this club? Mistress of Mayfair. But the only way we can truly celebrate a PT, is by furthering the legacy that he has given to us. So what we're doing on an ENG on a Monday, we're just saying that we're picking up not that it's been dropped, but we're pushing forward with the agenda that PT has given us. We're saying that PT is fixated on taking people like me, taking people like a Pastor Hannah,